To help you with your technology unit, I created a template, and I'll just run through it so that you have a better idea of what I'm expecting for this. You will create this and save it on Edmodo as a PDF, and you'll later post it to your Weebly page after we have graded it. Below, I have in blue some ideas of how to improve your template and to create your unit. Before you submit it, please make sure that everything in blue and red or that is highlighted in yellow is out of this unit. They are only there to help you. The total points for this is 80 points. This is the unit template, so you'll first list your standards, and in bullet points you'll list the state standards that you used, and then below that you'll list the bullet points of the technology units standards. You'll have to create a pre-assessment, so some suggestions are you could use Google Forms or SurveyMonkey or some type of clickers to do a pre-assessment of your unit. You will want to attach any data that you learn from the pre-assessment. How much did the students learn, a percentage based on each student. You do not have to include students' names. However, you do need to identify the student in some way, a student A, student B, so that you know and so that we know that you did a pre-assessment. If possible, you will want to attach some type of screenshot. Again, do not use any students' names. Be sure that you're aware of their privacy. You will also want to include that in your Weebly page. Teaching strategies are extremely important that you do use technology when you create your unit, so be sure to use clickers or smartboards or apps, any of these ideas. You want to use as many technology ideas in this unit as possible. You do want to list any websites that you used to create your unit or any websites that the students used. A lot of students always ask, do I have to list it twice? And you do. Even if you list below what websites and technology, you still have to list it up here where you have technology strategies. You want to try to be as new and innovative as possible. These suggestions above are kind of ones that are normally used and common. So here it says I tried the following new and innovative technology strategies. So try to think above or out of the box to create your unit. You will have to incorporate distant learning systems. So if there's any way for you to use Skype to move beyond the walls of the classroom, anything that you can do to move beyond the walls of your classroom. Then you'll create a unit. So in your unit, it needs to be at least 3 to 4 days of instruction. Again, be sure to use lots of technology. I've added some management strategies here below. You do want to make sure that we know how you're creating your classroom environment as well as your technology. You will need to make sure that the students are researching in your unit. Encourage them to be active problem solvers. In this section as well, you'll need to write down or type in any copyright laws that you've used so that students know exactly what copyright laws are and that they're not violating any of those. You will also need to be sure that you include and empower diverse learners in your unit. So you'll be sure to include any videos that you use, screenshots, websites, again, to assist you with this. Here I've written out that even if you don't feel like you have a diverse classroom, you will need to get with a teacher that you feel like does. So I've underlined this. If a teacher's classroom is not diverse, then you will need to document how you're collaborating with a teacher who has a diverse classroom. That is extremely important, that if you don't feel like you have a diverse setting, that you are working with another teacher to create part of your unit so that you're including diversity in your unit. You will need to list any adaptive or assistive hardware that you used to create this unit. That would include like magnifying screens to help assist students. You'll also need to make sure again that you're affirming diversity and addressing cultural and language differences. Again, if you don't have those in your classroom, you will need to make sure that you are working with a teacher who does. In your unit, of course, you need to have a post-assessment. I've included some ideas. You'll again want to attach a screenshot of that. Work samples are extremely important in this unit. You will need to attach PDFs of students' work to this. Again, be sure that you are not violating privacy laws or policies of your school. The last part is in your unit you will need to attach a video of at least one lesson. It does not need to be the entire lesson. A minimum of 10 minutes is recommended. make sure that your sound is working on your video and that it is clear. We are currently working with Dr. Pinkston, and we will attach it on the Edmodo page. We are trying to make it possible for you to create a video and drop it in the Dropbox. If not, you can create a DVD of your video. You will also need to try to attach it to a Weebly page if possible. If not, the iOS Dropbox should allow you to do that. Again, be careful that you do not violate any privacy laws of your school or policies of your school. So, make sure when you're finished, this is the template that includes everything. Just make sure that anything in blue you've taken out because they are just suggestions. Where you see the yellow highlighting is just a note for you to make sure that you have a screenshot and have attached something. Again, in this unit, it is extremely important that you are creating a diverse environment. So if you need to work with a teacher who has more diversity than you in her classroom or his classroom, be sure to include that because diversity is extremely important. The use of technology in your unit is extremely important. So if you have any questions, please contact us and let us know. Thanks so much.